Welcome back to Tucson Now, here a day before official Valentine's, though there are a lot of Valentines already being had, whether it's your kids at school or maybe a coworker and friends' Valentines here at work, and then of course tomorrow. And so in light of that, we are going to focus on the kiddos here. Please help us to welcome our next live guest, Ann Gramlich, the pediatric speech and language pathologist and author here. Joanne, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Devyn. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I actually was able to read both books, actually, that you sent ahead. Talk, Play, and Read with Me, both mommy and daddy's version. And as someone that is the mom of a 4-year-old little boy and being able to see every single step, there are some things that I was like, oh, we've done that. And I did see a really cool, rewarding process there, right? Or some new ideas that I had. So I am so excited to kind of pick your brain a little bit when it comes to self-love, when it comes to kids, when it comes to parents, and what parents can do, because I do feel like 9 times out of 10, that is truly what parents are trying to do. They just might not necessarily have the tools. Is that what you've seen as well?
Yes, I think self-love for children starts when they feel safe, heard, seen, and accepted. And it doesn't mean that they have to show up perfectly during everyday moments. It's all about them showing up as their authentic self. They begin to show up thinking, oh, it's okay to be me. I like myself, which is good, right? It's positive affirmation. So unacceptable unacceptable acceptance, I should say, happens when children, again, feel safe to explore, to journey out, venture, and learn in the world around them. And if we stay consistent, if we're consistent and we help them build those communication skills, the confidence, and the connections, all while at the same time building those strong bonding moments together that last a lifetime. And I see it every day in my work. I once mentored a little boy. He came into our school reading 6 words a minute. I took him under my wing and I taught him how to read. Well, he helped, of course, on the journey. We both helped each other through this back and forth moment or experience. So, like I said, he came in reading 6 words a minute, and he ended up leaving that school year reading 100 words a minute. So we took a path that was slow and encouraging to just so he could feel comfortable. And the magic all began. He started reading. He excelled, he did a great job, and teachers and students and peers noticed that he was more outgoing and engaging with other friends. So when children are seen and supported, it builds that confidence component, which is so important. But that other component that's really key is that connection. So I feel like I just brought this little snowflake because I just got done doing a winter theme with the kids, the Arctic North, the North Pole, the polar bears, etc. I mean, just interacting with, I could do a whole lesson just in this snowflake. And this thing can make all the connections you need for the child to feel that magic and wonder as they're learning. So that's what it's all about. That self-love, letting them know that they can do it. They can answer the questions. They can be engaged. They can follow through. They can learn, and then making it fun and educational at the same time.
Absolutely. From someone that has a really what I call a careful kid, and that he's not someone that instinctively jumps in with both feet in anything and feels a little wary and takes a little bit of extra connection and communication and having to know what the expectation is around here before he feels confident enough to kind of put himself in a vulnerable situation. My biggest takeaway and excitement is how he is now using the language, I'm so proud of myself. And yeah, and so I know, because I have been able to do some reading, that me saying, aren't you so proud of yourself that you did this, instead of I'm so proud of you. And so now he's saying I'm so proud of myself, and I've seen a difference. What are some other examples of those emotional communication tools that parents can use every day for their kids, and kind of use it as building blocks to build that connection, but also that confidence in the children's own self-confidence, own capabilities?
Well, just like you mentioned, each child brings their own gift to the table. I mean, these children are gifts to us, but they also have gifts to put out into the world, right? Recognizing who they are so they can fulfill their purpose eventually. But yeah, it's a slow progression. When I work with children, sometimes you have kids that are ready, set, go, and sometimes you have kids that are a little timid and shy. So I try to balance it out and figure it out, take it slow, or we can jump right in. But I think validating their feelings, naming feelings, listening to them, not immediately, jumping to solve the problem so they can express what they need to. That expressive component's really important. Helping children to use words, use sentences, use phrases to express what's on their mind. And sometimes kids, they act out. Well, just remind them, use your words, use your words. What do you want to tell me? What's going on? What's happening? Giving them choices, letting them know that how do I say, giving them choices so they can be independent and feel as if their opinion matters. So that's really key. Also, I feel like parents could try to expose children to different experiences that allow children to figure out their strengths and their interests. I mean, some kids learn early on what they want to do. Some kids are late bloomers, some kids are early bloomers. Why not get the party started early, right? Just to give them that opportunity to figure out who they are and why they're here. I mean, you got kids that love animals, sports, music, arts. Immerse them in these fun experiences to see where they're meant to go. So that's what I would say is key. And again, it's all the confidence and connections.
That makes sense, right? Being able to know the intricacies, the little small differences that make your kids their personalities and their likes and their interests, and then being able to highlight those and express deep interest and uplift those. What makes them different? What makes them stand out? What makes them sparkle, right? In whichever they are. Now, if we are to give some advice to all parents, right? Maybe as just like a blanket statement here coming into the Valentine's Day weekend, I know that you have 3 heartfelt tips for parents to instill confidence in their kids, just like some everyday action items that can get us all going. What would those 3 heartfelt tips be?
Being present is key. Turn off all distractions and give your undivided attention to your child, because this will build, again, these 3 words that keep popping up: communication, the confidence, and the connections. Naming feelings, validate feelings, praise efforts, not just outcomes, but all those little steps along the way. Because as the saying goes, if you don't succeed at first, try again. And they understand that life isn't about instant gratification. It definitely takes some hard work to get to that next phase. And they don't want to miss out on those light bulb moments by saying, oh, I can't do this, it's too hard. We just have to give them the chance to slow down and take their time, and they will get there. And those magical light bulb moments are so much fun when you see the light bulb going on in their head and their expression. It's so exciting. And then thirdly, creating maybe quiet ritual times, connection times, maybe reading with them, maybe bedtime chats, talking about their day, what happened during their day, and maybe letting them know that, yes, that was a big moment, or maybe tomorrow things will get better. I'm so excited this happened for you. I'm sad that this didn't happen, but there's always another day for us to work this out. So just those confidence building tools to help kids feel comfortable to explore and feel safe during their journey, day by day.
Oh, that makes sense. I know that I love to kind of create a smorgasbord, I guess, of other parents and take little things from them that they've done. Like I saw a dad on TikTok say every night they ask their child, well, what do you want to talk about, right? And I have a 4-year-old son, and so sometimes I'll ask him, how was your day? And he'll say, good. And I'm like, what'd you do? And he'll say, I don't know. But then I'll say, hey, what do you want to talk about? And he said, hey, a blue dragon is going to fly. And I get to be a part of his imagination without having to try and force too many questions, right? right? And so that's why I think your books that I was able to read through last night are such good tools, because it feels just like the compiling of so many different, I know I've seen this work in one kid, I've seen this work in another kid, you want to try this, and it's all in one place. Is that kind of the reason why you put this series together? And are there any other takeaways that you're hoping parents receive from reading these books, both moms and dads?
Yeah, because everybody our days are filled with so much, right? And we have the two working parents, a single parent, all different dynamics. And when me working with these children in the schools and after school in the homes, the general consensus was always, how can I get my child to talk? And they decided, I need to come up with some, like a handbook, a tool, a resource to support parents, because it's in the everyday moments that communication and the magic and the learning happen. The daily routines, you got your meal time, your playtime, your snack time, your bath time. There's lots of rich vocabulary that parents and caregivers can use to enrich their child's learning experiences. So that's why I created these books, because they're just such simple little activities that take, depending on, your child's level, could be 1 minute up to 3 minutes to 5 minutes, but they're all basic activities that provide that language that helps children to communicate and to, build those foundations for literacy and language for when they get ready to go to kindergarten. Because that's what the goal is, getting them ready from that birth through 5 period. So they're ready to start school with those basic skills that they need to move forward. So yeah, the whole point was to help support parents to empower children to build strong foundational language and literacy skills starting as early as birth.
Yeah, that makes sense. I love the physical reading aspect of it too, because once you go online, there are so many different voices of so many different varying opinions that, at least for me, it becomes kind of a decision paralysis, right? Well, there's all of these things that are going on, so I'm just going to quit the whole thing, and I don't know, and now my son's asking to play games on my phone because I got it out, right? But to be able to physically have the handbook in reference, right?
Yes, and the point is, the materials that you use with these activities I created it so it was geared around simple household materials. As simple as a spoon, a fork. Most kids have a ball, blocks. I can't think right now, but however, those simple materials that you use just to engage, like I said, a simple snowflake, right? A simple little teddy bear. Anything works just to get your child to start communicating at these younger ages. And that, again, it sparks their imagination, their curiosity, and they want to explore and they want to discover in a fun and engaging way.
Absolutely. Again, I am so excited to be able to not only pass this along to my son's father, but also to be able to have this handbook. And I am sure you are going to hear the echoes for so many parents on your national tour coming up. Before we go, is there anything else you want to make sure parents know? If there's any message that they take away from our Valentine's discussion here ahead of this Valentine's weekend, what are you hoping is this takeaway message for parents?
Well, the simple thing, like the titles of the book, talk, play, and read with your child, that is key. Under any circumstances, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And building those important connections. Again, the children are a gift to us, and we have to discover their gifts so they can share them with the world. So I think that's key to understand or let children understand their strengths and weaknesses. So it all starts during this early age, this early phase. So I think that would be good to, reading, communicating, connecting. It's what it's all about. And it's truly a gift for the Valentine's weekend.
Absolutely. I'm going to share your website here. This is where you can find more information, again, on talkplayandread.com, where you can talk and interact with your child as early as birth. Find all of the additional information under the frequently asked questions, all of the resources here, as well as you can download some animated interactive ebooks just to be able to enhance your child's language development from birth to age 5, really putting them on the right path. You have story times to be able to also get these books, right? Talk, Play, and Read with Me Daddy, Talk, Play, and Read with Me Mommy, right underneath that. Once again, Ann Gramlich, pediatric speech and language pathologist and author. Thank you so much for spending some time here with us on the desk.
Thank you so much, Devyn. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's to you as well, guys.
Your little one.
Absolutely. From there, y'all, we are going to take a short break. We'll get right back to news coverage here on the other side. Stay tuned. You're watching Tucson